Hello everyone and a happy, very belated new year. Sorry this video didn't come out sooner. I was busy basically the entire back half of December, and then for like a week and a half in January I was sick, and then I was immediately busy again. But I still wanted to get this video out here and to just kind of do what I normally do with these end of the year, beginning of the year videos, where I talk about what I did last year and talk about what I want to do this year. A big part of the reason for that is because I didn't do a lot in 2023 with Room 100. Again, I didn't do a ton in 2022 either. But that's because in 2022 I was working on my solo album, and then in 2023 I was working on another full-length album, this time with a different band called Night Fury, and the album's called Go Wild, and that basically took up my entire year. If you haven't listened to it and you like other stuff I worked on, definitely go check it out. I'm really proud of it. I think it's some of my best mixing and production work so far. I also wrote a couple of songs on it, and one of them, Grenadian Zombie, which I'm immensely proud of, got to 10,000 listens on Spotify, which is super cool. I'm really proud of that song. The other one I wrote on there is Perfect Consumer, but I'm really happy with all of the songs. Definitely go listen to that album. But on the Room 100 side, I did one video and did a couple streams, and that's basically it. Technically there was another video, but it was just a stream clips video. The main reason behind that was not fading interest in Room 100. It was really just amount of time that I have in my life to commit to creative projects, and Go Wild entirely took that up. But yeah, I kind of figured it out with the What Pikmin 4 Could Be video. That was kind of hellish to make. Besides the writing and the playing of the Pikmin games, I did that entire thing in 3 days because I just did not have the time. I barely slept during those 3 days. It was just non-stop working on that video. I lied and told my band that I was feeling sick to get out of band practice because this was really early on in the band, so I wasn't super comfortable saying like, hey, I don't want to come to band practice because I need to go walk around in the woods with a tiny clay version of me to talk about what a new Pikmin game could be like. But that was absolutely miserable. And on one hand, I'm kind of proud that I was able to do that video in 3 days because I'm really happy with how it turned out, but that's not something that I could do for 5 or 6 more videos throughout the year. There was just no way that was going to work. But that album, Go Wild, is now done, and me and the band, they're just kind of relaxing and looking to play some shows and not work on another album right away. And I certainly don't want to have a 3rd year in a row of making full-length albums. So I would really like to get back into Room 100, so that's where I start to talk about 2024. I'd really like to start doing more with the channel, but I will say that I am treating it a little bit differently than I used to. I want to treat every video as its own unique project, rather than Room 100 being the project and the channel just kind of being a hub for the content. My top 2 priorities right now are finishing the Mario Kart 8 track ranking video, which I started last year. I streamed the first half of my replay of those, and then I did play through the rest, and I have the ranking videos and the script like entirely planned out. I just haven't done it yet because of everything I said in the beginning of the video, and I've clearly missed the window where everyone was talking about the Mario Kart tracks, but whatever, I would like to put it out anyway. And secondly, my Pikmin 4 review, which I really want to get out there to share my thoughts on it. There's a part of me that wants to get it out before some kind of inevitable conversation turn happens, where so far it's just been praised with the game, but there was this kind of flip with Tears of the Kingdom where everyone was like, oh, this game's incredible, and then some time passed and it was like, actually this game kind of sucks. That probably just happens for like every big game release now, but if that switch does happen in the Pikmin 4, I would kind of like to spearhead the actually this game sucks side of the conversation. And again, on one hand I feel like that's inevitable with the way games are talked about now. On the other hand, it was like many people's favorite game of last year and like favorite Pikmin game, and I'm just sitting here absolutely befuddled. I can't comprehend it. I'm sorry. If you like the game, whatever, I will make that video. Hopefully it will come out maybe as like an anniversary video if it takes that long to make of the release of Pikmin 4. But it'll come out sometime this year. I have a lot to say about it. I'm gonna be pretty mean to the game. Oh, briefly on that note, the stream clip video that I made talking about how Pikmin 4 looked bad before it came out, that is now like the 3rd highest viewed video on my channel. which is absolutely hilarious to me. And it's literally just because of negative engagement. So many people got so angry about that video. And like, you know, some of them brought up valid points at the time, and then some of them were just like completely baseless vitriol, and some of them were hilarious. It did make me realize how easy it is to farm content and like trick the algorithm. You literally just have to say dumb shit and make people comment on your video, and then suddenly, boom, it's one of your most viewed videos. It's really crazy stuff. Honestly, beyond that, the backlog of videos I want to make is basically the same as it was going into 2023. I want to work on some more could-be videos for franchises like F-Zero or platform fighters that other companies could make. There's a bunch of ideas, but at the end of the day, time will tell what I'm able to make this year. I would like to stream more this year as well. It is actually a much easier thing to do for the channel, because instead of scripting and recording and editing everything, I can just set up, sit down and do it, and then it's on the channel and it's done. I certainly don't want it to be the main thing I do with the channel. I don't think I'm that great at streaming, and the idea of gaining any kind of notoriety as a streamer is utterly horrifying to me. But it's a fun thing to do every now and then. I'll definitely keep doing it for direct reactions, and the first game I want to stream this year is probably the Bionicle Masks of Power demo when that comes out. So I think that'll be fun. I said this back at the end of 2022 as well, but it kind of bears repeating. I think reviews are completely gone and dead from this channel. I've completely lost interest in even doing the written reviews that I was doing for a short time on my website. I might fully remove those, or I might hide them and lump them in with the Rates and Ravings video playlist in the video section. It just doesn't fit with the Room 100 identity anymore, although I do like to talk about these things. But like, even with this section of the video, I wanted to talk about a bunch of things, and then I just didn't like how I was going to go about it. It felt completely arbitrary and unnecessary. So I think it's probably better for me to just not do it at all going forward. If I can figure out how to do it in like a vlogly, like kind of regular update way, maybe I'll come back to it and just do it in bunches, kind of like what I did before I did the Pikmin stream clips thing, I think last February. But I should probably just get rid of it altogether. Overall, what you should expect from the channel this year are longer form videos and one-off song commissions. I would really like to get into game design, so if I do that in any meaningful and tangible way, then I might start posting that on the channel as well. And you should keep up with Night Fury, which is its own channel on basically all social media, including YouTube. It's We Are Night Fury. The channel name itself is just Night Fury, but that's like the tag. You should listen on Spotify though, because it does actually make us a tiny bit of money. Going back to the game design aspect, I did submit to hopefully work with Game Maker's Toolkit as a composer for his game. I'm doubtful it's going to happen, but that would be really cool. And even if I don't get that, I did make commissions more of a visible thing that I do on my website. So if you're looking for a commission for a theme song for a TTRPG campaign, or songs for streaming, or for a game you're making, or literally whatever, I love to do song commissions. So if the stuff that I make interests you at all, then let me know and I would love to work with you. And finally, I do just want to say sorry I've been so absent. It's just been hard to work on Room 100, not only because of time constraints, but just because it's such a small scale project at this point, and there's so many other things that are directly in front of my face that I feel like I should focus on and work on. But I miss working on the channel a lot, so I really hope that I can do some cool things with it moving forward. So stick around to see what I do in 2024, and as always, thanks for watching.